What's good now, 197 gamers? This is your boy Tyler 9197, Man of God 9197, yes Lord, Black Wolf 9197 or 9197. Back with another video for y'all, and this time we're gonna go ahead and talk about Marvel Rivals. Alright, y'all, so this time you heard me right. We're gonna talk about Marvel Rivals because you guys already know everybody and their mama playing Marvel Rivals. But the difference is with me, y'all, unlike Paladins and Frat Punk, I'm not gonna really do like the gameplay series, kind of how when I play for them games, when I make content for them games. Because Marvel Rivals, y'all, you can see now, I'm gonna start making content for the game, but not in the same sense. My videos gonna be more like information kind of type videos of like basically who's worth playing in a game right now. So more so than me doing gameplay. I might do gameplay later on, but for right now, I'm just gonna keep it to this type of style. So, you know, of course, right now I'm talking about the Vanguards, then the next one I'm talking about duelists, and then I'm talking about strategists who's worth playing right now for season 0. Because with season 1, then, you know, I'm gonna do the same thing going forward, who I feel like is worth playing and worth your time. But yeah, y'all. But I do want to let y'all know before I go any further with this video is that y'all, you still gonna get Paladins, and of course when Frat Punk comes out, you're gonna get Frat Punk content. I just want to make that clear because I don't want people to feel like, oh, you get away from Paladins. No, I'm still making Paladins content. But also I do want to let y'all know that part 3 for Paladins Bros Talk will happen very soon. I'm going to try to get this out before the end of December, so stay tuned for that because I'm definitely trying to push that to get that done. Besides that, you know, also I want to say Merry Christmas to everybody, you know. But I mean, you know, I know everybody don't celebrate the same thing, but still, you watch my video, Merry Christmas, and hope y'all have a blessed day and all that. But now let's go ahead and start this video. All right, y'all. So for number 3, the first Vanguard I feel like is worth your time grinding with is Bruce Banner. Yes, y'all, the Hulk. The reason why I say the Hulk is worth investing your time to grind in, y'all, because in my opinion, Hulk is probably one of the hardest Vanguards in the game right now, in my personal opinion. Main reason why he's one of the hardest is because it's hard enough when you play Hulk to try to keep him alive long enough to be in the Hulk form to have value for your team. And the thing is, Hulk can actually do a lot for your team. Because not only he has you know, of course he got his regular abilities, like, you know, he does like the clap he does the clap move. He has, you know, he actually stuns somebody with his ability with the gamma blast, do the stun. Then he could put a shield over his team, which for a brief second, which actually is really good. But like I said, the thing with Hulk too, you know, of course, it's like because he's so hard to stay in his Hulk form, it's like you really gotta play it smart. So because when you look at it, when you play as Bruce Banner before you turn to the Hulk, sometimes you might have to play that. Maybe sometimes you might actually need to start off as Bruce Banner before turning the Hulk. So it's like kind of do like, all right, because you know when you Bruce Banner, you know you got your blast, you know, you got your range. Then that's probably perfect time to turn the Hulk when the enemy team weak, jump in, try to fight. But of course, it comes down to your strategist to keep you alive, to stay in the Hulk form. Because I can definitely say that now. Like, that's what makes the Hulk have more value. And then, of course, with his ultimate, when he becomes the ultimate Hulk, basically, and becomes really a way bigger and buffer Hulk. And, like, you know, like, he can go crazy. But the thing is, though, with Hulk, is that also with the smash ability, when he grabs the enemy and then he throws them down, do the stomp and stuff, like, you know what Hulk does. The thing is, that's a good ability to use, but at the same time, what is good is like if you don't really waste the, like I'll say I wouldn't waste your time using that ability as much unless it's necessary, because at the end of the day when he's in the ultimate Hulk form, his health pool is a lot bigger, so that means that you could really stay in the fight longer in that form. But of course, like I said, it comes down to your support to keep you alive long enough to be in the form to do any damage. But regardless of that, beside, I really feel like Banner is worth playing. It's just the thing with Banner is that you definitely got to have the right composition of who your team is and your team willing to help you in your fight to do anything. And then like I said, y'all, this is coming from more as a solo tank. I mean, I do run with my boy Sensei 2 a lot of the game, so it usually be like a duo instead of just being me. But a lot of times when if I'm not running with them, I'm a solo tank. So so that's why I could truly say as a Vanguard myself who remains that role, that Hulk definitely needs another tank to help him out in a fight, but he's still worth the grind to learn, because when you look at it in a sense of how you go for Banner, the Hulk, then the Ultimate Hulk, you can actually play around with that. But it's like you have to be really smart at how you really play Hulk to go in there. You just can't go in there and say Hulk smash and just jump in the fight and just like, no, you got to really plan out what you want to do. So that's why I feel like Hulk is worth the investment to try to see what you can do. But at the same time, in my personal opinion, for me, he's not really worth the time right now, but later on, I feel like he is worth it to really learn. I just haven't really had the time to really play with Hulk to really get the full understanding like how to really play him just yet. But I would definitely say he's definitely worth the grind, like absolutely, because a lot of games I play with Hulk in it, he actually could do something. All right, y'all. So for now, for the second Vanguard, I feel like that's worth your time. And actually, one of my favorite characters in the game, as far for the Vanguard, is Peni Parker, y'all. Yes, Peni Parker. She can carry a game, but at the same time, what's her downfall is the fact that she cannot really have a shield for herself or a shield for her team. But when I tell y'all, Peni Parker is really good. She is really good and worth the grind, because y'all, the mines that she throws down, it's like it's insane what you could do, how much ground you could cover to against the enemy team. Like you could do a lot with her. Like, and then she her grapple, basically her web grapples, or she can run on the wall, basically do whatever a spider can, like Spider-Man. But at the same time, like it's like you got more stuff you can do. She have her web stun, like I said, she got the mines she can throw down. Then she has the dome with like the mini spider bots that does on damage, and I can't remember if it kind of heals you too a little bit. I can't remember, but anyway, like I said, it does enough damage, and like you can really play around with that. And and then her primary is really good too. Just do kind of range. Like Penny could do a lot, and then when it comes to like her using her ultimate, like it's really good how you just rush in, which I like to do is like not only she does like the like slash attack with her in her ultimate, I really like the mines that she could throw down around the area. So you gotta think about, she could cover so much ground if the enemy team is at you, and you could do a whole lot with Penny. Like you could really do a whole lot. Like she is just really a solid Vanguard. But I would say this though, y'all, with her too, it's like this. You definitely, like I said, she's another character that you gotta be smart of how you place your mines, when to place your mines, how to really engage in the fight. Because like I said, like you could just get rolled over just like anybody else. But the thing is though, like if you play your cards right and know what you're doing, you could really pop off with Penny with no problem. But it's the reason why she's number 2 in this list. But now the main one is going to be number 1, which I will get to in just a second. Because like I said, y'all too, another thing too, the reason why I haven't really done like a top 5, I only do top 3, is because one, there's not a lot of Vanguards, only 8 Vanguards. So I feel like it's not really worth doing top 5 just yet. But like I said, but also on the top of that, I'm trying to give y'all characters. I'm trying to tell y'all characters I feel like it's worth playing right now. Because the other characters, it's like the other tanks is not bad at all. Like the other tanks that I haven't mentioned yet is not bad at all. But I'm gonna give my reasons why they're not in the list for the top 3. But now, y'all, now what you waited for? For number 1, the number 1 tank for season 0 of Marvel Rivals that is worth the play right now and worth the grind. The man himself, Magneto, y'all. Yes, Magneto, the leader of his rebellion group in the X-Men universe, Magneto. And I'm gonna tell y'all why Magneto is the best Vanguard right now in season 0. Yo, Magneto literally has it all. His damage output is good. He has decent range, which I ain't gonna lie, I wish the range was a little bit longer when he does his primary, because it's still like you gotta still be kind of in it, gotta be in the mid-range to really do damage with that. But like I wish he had a little more range. But besides that, like you said, he got good damage. He can shield his team with a bubble. He can shield himself with a bubble. He has the shield, the magnetism shield that he could protect his team with. But only thing about that shield, I wish it was kind of more like Doctor Strange, like how cause Doctor Strange could hold his shield like for a long period of time. Magneto's more as a cooldown base, but besides that point, he has that. Then on top of that, like his melee with the sword he could use. And then if he has team up ability with Scarlet Witch, like it's really good because he definitely have more range. And then of course he has like the mini steel rock ability that he shoots. Like basically he's like the Sigma in like Overwatch and Marvel Rivals, but I feel like Magneto is like he's really good. He is really good. He is like I said, hands down, y'all. He is worth the grind. Cause I can tell you this. The thing is, when I first played Magneto, I felt like he was decent, a decent Vanguard. But the problem was that I felt like he was like, like he's one of like one of the tanks that just feel like he's pretty good. But I feel like I don't feel like he's really doing a whole lot. At least that's what I first thought. But the more I play with Magneto, y'all, I'll tell y'all, he is a solid pick in dang near every game. Like dang near every game, y'all, Magneto is a solid pick. Like I can tell you that, y'all, like out of all the different games I played, even some where I feel like, dang, who to play, y'all, I can tell you, Magneto come in clutch every time. Because Magneto can he can sustain himself in the fight long enough that if you need your supports to heal you, they can do that. Like, he could really be in the fight. He could be in the midst of the fight and still be alive and still give your team a chance to do something to either catch your objective or really fight. Like Magneto literally has it all, y'all. And then his ultimate with the rock, like he goes in the air and drop it down, which is like, it's a cool ability. It's fine. It's basic. It's nothing too crazy. But I will mention, y'all, if y'all play Magneto, I'll definitely say that you gotta be careful with your ultimate, because enemy teams can shoot you down in your ultimate, so you can lose your ultimate. Even though you can be in the air, you better get ready to throw down the rock, but the enemy team can actually shoot your rock down and make you lose your ultimate. So I'm just saying, so be careful with that. But besides that, y'all, like Magneto, you literally can play on any game, and I guarantee you, you may not get like the highest kills, but of course I feel like you're a Vanguard, you shouldn't really think about getting a high KD like that. In my personal opinion, you should care about keeping your team alive, play objective, and do your part as a Vanguard, right? But I was definitely say that like he gets the job done. And he really gets the job done. Like he really, as far for a Vanguard, y'all, like he gets the job done. And I guarantee you have Magneto on your team, y'all, I'll say 9 times out of 10 you're gonna win the game. Of course, it's not like it's gonna be guaranteed every game, but I could say that like like I said, like more times than not, Magneto comes in clutch. Even though I'll probably say I'm more of a fan of Peni Parker a little bit more, just because of the flexibility that she does. As like she's more of my number 1 Vanguard right now, but Magneto, I play him more in the game because Magneto literally gets the job done, and he's a good all around tank to play, y'all. Just like I'm just letting y'all know, he is the all around tank to play, and I highly recommend playing Magneto. He's worth the grind. Now, y'all, look, I'm gonna talk about the other tanks that I didn't talk about in the main top 3 list. And I'm gonna give my reasons why for each one, but I do want to let y'all know, even though they're not in the top 3 of who I picked, I will say, y'all, this does not mean that these tanks I'm about to talk about are trash or any way. Not at all. They are good tanks, but the problem with these Vanguards is that they're not gonna be good for most of the majority of the time, depending on your composition in the game, depending on who you have running with this, that, and the third. But I'm gonna give my reasons why though. So yeah, so the first Vanguard I want to go ahead and talk about is Cap. Yes, y'all, Captain America. We're gonna talk about him because this is the thing about Cap. Cap is not a bad tank at all. Like I said, none of these tanks I'm about to talk about are bad. But the thing about Cap, y'all, is that it's like, how I put it, Cap is more like, I feel like he's there just to be there, but not really doing a whole lot. But don't get me wrong, I mean, there's a few occasions where his shield could come in handy to blocking damage and stuff like that. But overall, like Cap, y'all, it's like he could do some damage. He could fight, like, you know, he could throw the shield around, this, that, and the third. But it just feel like Cap is kind of there. It don't feel like he's doing a whole lot to benefit your team as a Vanguard. But I mean, at the same time, like maybe if you did like a double tank, then like of course, like he could actually do a little something to kind of keep the enemies busy, like, you know, keep the enemies busy. But overall, he's not really doing nothing if you playing this as a solo tank, playing as Cap. It's just like Cap just look like he just there, like he don't really do a whole lot. But I mean, at the same time, it's like in a sense like he do a little bit of something, but not a whole lot at the same time. And just feel like when you play Cap, it just feel like the most value you could get if right now I feel like is if you use his ultimate, or if you do a team up ability to be able to really do like some damage, like really doing something. But overall, y'all, Cap is just, I feel like he just kind of there, like, you know, he has shield badge and all that stuff, but it just feel like he just kind of there, like, you know what I'm saying? Like I at this day I actually do like playing Cap too. I don't play him a whole lot in the game, but I feel like he's pretty decent. It just he don't really do a whole lot, to be honest. So that's why I don't really play Cap like that, and I just kind of feel like, you know, like I say, he's just there, you know. All right, y'all. So now the next Vanguard I'm gonna talk about is Groot, and this thing about Groot, y'all, I actually really love Groot, but the thing about Groot is that, like, me personally, I've been having an issue playing with Groot because I feel like the only thing I feel like he can provide value for the team is his walls. But of course, depending how you place your walls, like, see, the thing about Groot is like, to me, is like, if you're a good builder for Fortnite, you can really take advantage of what Groot can do with the walls. But for me personally, I use the walls more so as a shield, more so than for myself. Even though that's how Groot is played, he kind of played like the walls is benefit for him more so for the team, but he can actually still use the walls to protect his team at the same time. But like, you know, but my thing is like, you know, and then his primary, how he does like the branch attack, it's not enough. You know what I'm saying? Like he can do some damage, but it's not enough. But overall, it just feel like him with his kits and how Groot plays, it just like he's not doing a whole lot for the team. It's like he doing enough for himself. He can provide, like I said, shield for a team, ultimate, you know, it's like just stop people for a bit for your team to kind of fight. But overall, Groot is not doing a whole lot for the team. It's not, doesn't mean that, like I said, it doesn't doesn't mean that for me like he's a bad tank or nothing. It just, I feel like Groot just don't provide a whole lot. And then of course he do have like I think it was called like the spore grenade thing he does, like, you know, does a little damage. But still, it just overall, I feel like I love Groot, but I feel like Groot is not really a character that I feel like it's worth grinding your time with. But I mean, doesn't mean that doesn't mean he's not valuable. He still can be valuable in certain points depending on your team composition. But overall, Groot is just, I feel like he's fine to play, but as far as like the character to secure the dub for you and stuff, you know, you might as well pick somebody else. Well, at least the top three, like the ones I talked about. All right, y'all. So the next Vanguard I'm gonna talk about is Thor. So this is the thing, y'all. Thor, as far for a selfish kind of Vanguard that don't care about nobody else but himself, I could truly say that Thor, hands down, is one of my favorite Vanguards. If you want to play selfish, like Thor is not somebody you play as a solo tank to protect the team. No, you play Thor for your own benefit, to actually fight for yourself, basically. But I'll say one of my favorite abilities is when he used Mjolnir, swinging around and do the dash ability. That's like one of my favorite abilities that Thor could do. But like I said, Thor, like I say, he's good. If you want damage, Thor could do it for you. Like he goes in there, does the damage. You know, throw Mjolnir. He can literally do like the kind of like his basically like his god mode when he basically throws Mjolnir around here and there, like the brief second to really do some damage, and then of course he fight up close, and then of course and then you know of course with Thor when he has his ultimate drop down, boom, you know, say Thor is really a good Vanguard, especially if you want to play selfish. But as far as benefit of team, he's not doing that. And then of course you know he also have the the shield. Well, it's not really a shield, but basically the charge up ability to get back your charge up your Mjolnir. What was it like? I'll say level up or something, like, you know, like basically I can't say it, like the slots, like the 3 slots for Mjolnir, how many times you can use it, like you want to throw it, this and that, the third. Yeah, like overall the main point I'm trying to get across is like Thor is good for damage, but as far for like protect the team, he ain't really doing much. But I'll say that it would have been nice that the shield part where basically I guess if the shield part actually protects the team, I feel like that would have at least been something. But because Thor doesn't do that, he just a selfish solo tank. But I mean, at the same time, like he can do damage. But like I said, of course, too, you just depend on how your team is and then who you have, and then like, you know, if you want to play solo tank Thor, you can, but it's not. I wouldn't say I really recommend it as 100% all the time, but you know, you can make it work. It just depends how your team plays overall and your composition. All right, y'all. So now the second Vanguard I'm gonna talk about, y'all, which I would say like this. I would say this Vanguard would have been in the top 3, but is the reason why I didn't put it in the top 3. And the one I'm talking about right now is Doctor Strange, y'all. So this thing about Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange is a good Vanguard, a very good Vanguard. The reason why he took the #1 spot compared to Magneto is because the thing about Doctor Strange is that I feel like he does quite a bit, but overall he still kind of goes to that Vanguard sense where I feel like I'll say this, he provides value for the team, but he doesn't provide value for the team at the same time. If y'all get what I mean, because this is what I'm talking about. Like, yes, Doctor Strange has a shield. Yes, he has portal, but this is the thing though. This is the thing. The portal, that thing is like 100 something cooldown, so you're not gonna use that a whole lot. So it can be beneficial, but not a whole lot, depending on how you use it. The shield is really good. I wish the shield how Doctor Strange is compared to Magneto. I wish, like, I'll say this, the way Doctor Strange can use the shield to protect his team, I like that better than how Magneto has it. But the thing is though, at the same time, you know, I only like it because, like I said, it's a huge shield. It really can protect the team. But besides that, the other part of Doctor Strange's kit is him just, you know, levitating the air for a little bit, which is good that he kind of got, you know, he kind of got, you know, he could like I said, he got height, which is a really good thing. But but his base damage is really good. But it's kind of whatever. And then of course the burst attack for from the, I guess what was like the I think it was like kind of like the, I guess like with the dark magic, whatever they basically whatever that ability is that that he had to release to do the to do extra damage, like the blast attack, when he does that. But like I said, besides that, that's really just about it with Doctor Strange. And then of course his ultimate is good with the Eye of Agamotto. Like that is a good ult. But overall, y'all, like when you look at just that, what I'm just basically saying, like Doctor Strange is like, he would have took the spot for Magneto, but I feel like Magneto does his job better. But of course, there's just a few things that Doctor Strange does that slightly makes him seem like a little bit better than Magneto. But still, I would say Magneto's still worth grinding over Doctor Strange, because even with Doctor Strange, it's like some of the slight advantages that he has over Magneto, I still feel like Magneto does his job better as far for Vanguard that you can play all the time. Doctor Strange, you could play him. I'll say this: Doctor Strange, you could play him a lot more than the other Vanguards that I talked about so far. But besides the top three, of course, but like the ones that's not in the list, I'll say you can play him a lot more. But overall, as far as like all the time, I still feel like he's not quite there as far for the Vanguard to be like in the top three. But he's good. Like he's very solid. That's why I have on number 2 right now. Like he's very solid. Very solid. But like all the time, not 100%. Now y'all, the last Vanguard I'm gonna talk about, which actually kind of disappoints me a little bit, is Venom. So this thing, y'all, I actually do like playing Venom, but I feel like Venom is kind of saying it like with Cap. But I'll say this, I feel like Venom does more than Cap as far for damage wise, but Venom's not doing a whole lot, y'all. He is a selfish Vanguard. He's a selfish tank. He's not doing a whole lot, y'all. He is not doing a whole lot, but at the same time, it's like he's a good distraction. Like that's the best thing I can really say about Venom. Like Venom, like I feel like the damage output he does is really good. Like he can swing around like Spider-Man, but he can do that once, and then got the cooldown. And then he does the dive ability, which is really good, which I feel like is a better dive ability than having Cap. But at the same time, y'all, it's like he just don't do a whole lot. It's like I said, he's a selfish tank. Like he has the shield that can protect himself for a brief second, but overall, and then of course he has the one ability that he can use the symbiote to grab the other enemies within his area so they can't run away, so he can attack them. But overall, y'all, Venom's just Venom. Venom's just there. He's not really doing a whole lot. And like I said, it's not worth the grind to play Venom. I really don't. I feel like Venom's fun to play, but he's not really doing a whole lot. He's just really not, y'all. But like overall, and then his ultimate, I feel like it's pretty good. It's okay. It's not that too crazy. It's okay. But yes, y'all. But overall, for just the Vanguards that's not in the top 3, y'all, like I said, the best pick will probably be Doctor Strange, honestly. But overall, everybody else is kind of like it depends. Like I said, it depends on the composition, depending on who you have and what they can do. But Venom is not really worth the time to grind in. But like I said before, every tank, the end of the game is good. All the Vanguards are good, but at the same time, not all of them is worth to invest in the time, y'all. So that's why I gave my top 3 for Bruce Banner, Penny, and then Magneto. That's why I say they're way more worth the time. But everybody else right now, for the other Vanguards, you can play them, but are they worth the time to really play it? Like in most games, probably not. if I'm being completely honest. And this is coming from a tank main myself. So that's why, so I know what I'm talking about. But I know everybody got their own opinions and different stuff. But for me personally, those top 3 I talked about, play don't characters. The other ones, you have fun, play here and there, like I do from time to time. But mainly I stick with the main 3 for right now because, well, besides Bruce Banner, because like I said, I need to learn how to play Hulk. I gotta really learn to play Hulk. But besides that, but like I said, overall, still worth the. They're worth more to the grind than the other Vanguards. But of course, too, when more Vanguards added in the game, down, I'm gonna have more like a top 5 list, more so than top 3. But yeah, but overall, y'all, that is pretty much it for my video. For Marvel Rivals. And overall, I just want to say, y'all, just I appreciate all y'all for stopping by. And I definitely can say, you know, of course, Merry Christmas. Like, oh fudge, it's Christmas. Yeah, right, y'all, it's crazy, right? It's Christmas. But yeah, besides that, hope y'all have a wonderful day. Y'all relax for Christmas. And you know, just overall, like I said, just have a good day, have a blessed day. Enjoy yourself, relax, cause that's what I'm gonna do, y'all. I'm really relaxing. And that's pretty much it. But like I said, like I always say to y'all, please go ahead and hit the like, follow, subscribe. Also, I will say that, you know, go ahead and subscribe to my Twitch, y'all, because, you know, I be streaming Paladins. So I try to hit 50 followers on Twitch and 1,000 subs on YouTube. So I can do this full time for y'all. And overall, like I'm saying, you know, just support the boy. You know what I'm saying, y'all? Like, I always appreciate y'all watching my videos. And hopefully for this Marvel Rivals video, y'all gonna really enjoy it, because that's kind of where I want to go with Marvel Rivals. Like I said, I don't really want to do the gameplay stuff, at least not yet, in the same sense. But like, but for right now, it's just straight up information who I feel like is worth playing based on the seasons. So right now, for season 0, I did the Vanguards. The next video I got for y'all is the Duelists, and then of course, in the Strategists. Yeah. But alright, guys, I love y'all. Peace. 9197